From the Detroit Free Press, it's Friday, March 27th. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Darcy Moran. Beaumont Health System is closing an emergency room and halting curbside COVID-19 testing at one of its hospitals to better manage the climbing number of novel coronavirus cases in the state. The health system on Thursday announced they were caring for 650 patients who tested positive for the virus. More than 200 more still had tests pending. In response, Beaumont Hospital in Wayne will now become the overflow facility for COVID-19 patients when the system's 7 other hospitals are at capacity. Additional staff, supplies, and equipment will be sent to help. That means would-be emergency room patients are being directed to the health system's Canton facility, and those in need of obstetricians will be directed to Dearborn. A spokesman said officials will work to move as many non-COVID-19 patients as possible out of the Wayne facility in the next 24 to 48 hours. For more, check out freep.com.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Governor Gretchen Whitmer wants President Trump to declare a disaster in Michigan related to the coronavirus. She made the request Thursday. Whitmer took the action after the Free Press reported that several other states had received disaster declarations, but Michigan had not yet made the necessary request. A disaster declaration can help get more federal money and supplies, things such as housing and food assistance, disaster management, hospital supplies, even help for needed roads. Whitmer has been critical of the federal government's response to the pandemic. She said Thursday she hopes the president will approve her request quickly.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Omar Abdelbaki. To hear him tell it, Bobby King's life has been filled with abandonment and deceit. The 75-year-old Detroiter needs medical care for diabetes, bad knees, and mental health issues. He served in the Army during the Vietnam War, but can't get VA health care. Why? Because he was less than honorably discharged, something he never realized until years later, and for reasons he sternly disputes.
Carried bitterness, almost hatred for a country that I love.
King's saga is being championed by the Ecumenical Catholic Church at the Cathedral of St. Anthony on Detroit's East Side. Clergyman Morgan Meese is helping King navigate the system.
It's been very difficult to figure out exactly what we're supposed to do and how he can be helped because we tend to get different information from different people.
I spoke to lawyers and other experts who say King might succeed in upgrading his discharge status, but it could take months and there are no guarantees. In the meantime, King helps other Detroit homeless at a local nonprofit.
I want the truth to come out. I want my life back. That's what I'm fighting for. That's what I'm fighting for.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Meredith Spellring. As spring sets in across Michigan, the Bavarian tourist town of Frankenmuth is accustomed to seeing people bustling through the town. Coronavirus changed that quickly. Not long after Governor Gretchen Whitmer ordered restaurants to close their doors, with the exception of to-go orders, the entirety of the state was told to do the same with the stay home, stay safe order. As concerns over the coronavirus grew, traffic in the tourist town decreased before coming to a hard stop. Yet despite the closures and uncertain future, business owners in Frankenmuth are keeping a positive outlook on the temporary situation. Matt Curtis, who owns Frankenmuth Woolen Mills with his wife, said he and his team spent several days pulling together bags of fabric to hand out to those who were making medical masks and continue to see sales online. Despite many businesses having to do layoffs in large quantities, they are confident once the pandemic passes, Frankenmuth will return to normal. Once that happens, their request is simple. Come visit Frankenmuth. For more information on Frankenmuth and the coronavirus impacts, head to freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a look back at opening day. That's right, baseball games may be postponed for now, but Thursday was supposed to be the first day of the 2020 regular season, and the Tigers were supposed to be in Cleveland. But instead of waiting around and sulking or indulging in classic games from yesteryear, we took matters into our own hands. Free Press sports writer Anthony Fennick streamed the Tigers versus Indians from the video game MLB The Show 20. How did the Tigers fare? Well, life imitated art in this one as Detroit fell 4-3. But it was a great opportunity to take your mind off of everything going on, if just for a few minutes, and watch baseball. Well, kind of. Check out Freak.com over the weekend to see if we stream any more games from what was supposed to be the 162-game season.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. And sign up for the Daily Briefing newsletter. See you on Monday.